Hello, this is your Ohio Weather Network forecast summary for Friday, December 10th, 2010. Let's get started with the weather headlines for today. Alberta Clipper moved through this morning and has basically cleared the state as of now. Dropped anywhere from about 1 to 2, maybe locally 3 inches of snow in a couple spots. That has now cleared the area and will give way to mainly cloudy skies for much of the state for the rest of today. We'll have a calm Saturday with warming temperatures as a southerly wind moves into the area, and that's ahead of our major winter storm that's pronged to move through Sunday afternoon through Monday. And behind that system, it'll be much, much colder with highs pretty much in the teens for early next week, along with some lake effect snow. Okay, the weather summary for this morning, we can see that snow moving east has pretty much cleared the Ohio-Pennsylvania border at this time. Behind it, mostly cloudy skies for this afternoon. And temperatures will begin to warm as well as a southerly wind begins to move into the area, with temperatures rising generally into the low to mid-30s for much of today. Okay, so here's the latest on this major winter storm. The models are still hinting at a northerly track. Here's the current model track, pretty much what we call a lake cutter as it cuts across the Great Lakes. It's still wanting to track this pretty far north, and I just don't quite buy this at this time here. We're pretty much thinking here we're going to go a little bit south, kind of follow the jet stream here we see. Up just north of the Ohio River now and into the northeast states. We do still see the secondary low developing. I still have a question mark next to it because it's still a little bit questionable whether or not the models really want to develop that or not. But right now they're still hinting at a secondary low over the mid-Atlantic states, which, as I've mentioned before, historically typically happens. So we'll go with that, and then that will also move up the coast, and the primary low will move up into Canada. So this is the more favorable track here. I'm bringing it a little bit further north now than even yesterday. So we'll bring that rain further north too in the east central Ohio, roughly from about East Liverpool, Columbiana, southwest into Cincinnati, and points east. We have this little band of mixed precipitation. I think a lot of northeast Ohio, Cleveland, Akron, Canton, Youngstown, Columbus, Dayton, and just north of Cincinnati even are going to start out as a rain or a rain-snow mix, or maybe even a wintry mix of a few different things: snow, sleet, possibly some freezing rain. Behind that, we have snow, and everyone will transition to all snow by the middle to late Sunday afternoon. Places like Toledo, Defiance, Findlay, you're pretty much going to be all snow through this whole thing, so you probably would get the higher snow amounts at this time. Still not forecasting any snowfall estimates yet. The models are a little off on timing still. There's still a disagreement with one model almost 6 hours faster than the rest of them. So we're going to keep an eye on this shortly. I think this is actually going to begin to affect the area Sunday afternoon. Some of the models are hinting at Sunday morning, and I just don't see that playing out just yet. I think it's just a little too fast for that. But we're definitely going to get several inches of snow off of this at least. I'm not seeing huge synoptic snow for this. The big problem here is going to be the northwest winds behind this system here. And that's going to create some lake effect snow Sunday night through Tuesday. And we could see several inches of lake effect snow in the snow belt here. So we're going to have to keep a very close eye on that, watch where those snow bands develop, and we'll have more on that as the time comes on snowfall. But right now, the more favorable track is this southerly track up just north of the Ohio River into the northeast United States, with the secondary low developing over the mid-Atlantic. Again, Sunday afternoon through Monday. Keep a very close eye on this. If you're going to be traveling during this time period, definitely use a lot of caution and allow for extra travel time. If you're traveling a longer distance for the weekend, you may want to even pack a bag in your car with a change of clothes, some non-perishable foods, and some water as well in case you do become stranded. Okay, onto the almanac. Today we're going to feature Columbus. The high so far today is 32, which is where they're at this hour. The low this morning was 26. The averages are 43 and 28 respectively, with the record high of 66 set in 1952 and the record low of -8 set in 1917. Rain as of yesterday actually was a trace, none measurable so far today. For the month they have 0.06 of an inch of rain, and for the year 35 inches of precipitation so far. They're about 1.5 inches below normal. Sunrise this morning is at 7:42 and sunset is at 5:06. Get a latest satellite picture at this time here. Mainly cloudy skies across the state. We do see a few breaks of sunshine breaking into the Cincinnati metro area. And you guys may actually go to a more partly cloudy situation later this afternoon with this dry air working in. I'll have to keep an eye on that. Parts of southwest Ohio may see more breaks of sun than clouds this afternoon as well, with the northern part of the state primarily mainly cloudy and a few sunny breaks. Latest radar image shows the snow that affected the area this morning. It's moving out of the state right now, currently over the Pennsylvania-Ohio border. That will continue to move east out of the area, and look behind it. Off to the west, it's absolutely dry. That will be the calm before the storm on Sunday. Okay, the daycast for northeast Ohio. 36 for the high today, with a southwest wind building in 10 to 15 miles per hour. We had that snow around 8 o'clock this morning. That has moved out. The temperature around 22. By noon, we'll be mostly cloudy, around 31. Mostly cloudy still around 4 p.m. and 34. And by 8 o'clock tonight, mostly cloudy with the temperature around 29. For northwest Ohio, 36 is your high as well, with a southwest wind developing at 15 to 20 miles per hour. You guys had snow pretty much ending in your area around 8 o'clock. We'll go mostly cloudy the rest of the day with a temperature around noon of 31, 34 by 4 p.m. and by 8 p.m. 31. For southeast Ohio, you guys as high as 41 with a south wind of 5 to 10 miles per hour developing. That snow also moved out of your area around 8 o'clock this morning too, with a temperature around 24. We'll go mostly cloudy through much of the day, 35 at noon and 40 at 4 p.m. And we'll start to clear out tonight around 8 o'clock with a temperature around 32. For southwest Ohio, 43 is your guys' high today, with the southwest wind developing at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Mostly cloudy pretty much all day, although later in the day you guys may transition to a partly cloudy skies. Around 8 o'clock, you're around 28. By noon, 37. 40 by 4 o'clock, and 34 by 8 p.m. State forecast for Saturday here. Mostly cloudy, eastern side of the state, and afternoon rain building into the western side of the state. That'll be ahead of that system. Rain pretty much after 4 o'clock for most of you guys. That's going to move in ahead of the system there. Temperatures in the upper 30s to low 40s. We have 38 for Cleveland and Toledo tomorrow. 41 Akron, Canton, Columbus, and Dayton. 42 for Lancaster and Athens, and 43 for Cincinnati. Everybody pretty much has a south wind of 5 to 10 miles per hour. Forecast for northeast Ohio for Saturday, mostly cloudy, the high of 40, the low is 34 overnight Saturday. We'll start with rain to snow, could see a mix. Still a little up in the air right now. Stay tuned for the latest. Sunday's high right now is 35. We're going to drop behind that system Sunday night, the low of only 12, and we're not going to recover for a few days. Monday's high is 17. Heavy snow, windy conditions, could be a little blizzard-like out there. Stay tuned for the latest again. 9 is the overnight low Monday night. Snow showers continue into Tuesday. This will primarily be lake effect at this point. Could still be a little blizzard-like with the windy conditions. High is 18. The low Tuesday night is 9. Chance for snow showers again on Wednesday, primarily a lake effect that will begin to end and taper away with a high of 22. For northwest Ohio, afternoon scattered showers for Saturday with a high of 39. Those showers pretty much move in after 4 o'clock. 29 is the low Saturday night. Really no recovery into Sunday, 31 with some snow building in. For Sunday night, the low is going to be 8, really dropping off behind that system. For Monday, snow, windy, could be blizzard-like. High is only 18, the low Monday night is 8. Chance of snow for Tuesday as it pulls away with a high of 20 and a low of 9. And we'll begin to clear out a little bit for Wednesday, partly cloudy skies with a high of 23. For southeast Ohio, we'll call Saturday partly cloudy. The high of 43, the low is 35. We'll start with rain and change to snow Sunday with a high of 37. The low is 16. It'll be snowy and windy for Monday with a high of only 20. The low drops down to almost 0. 5 above is your low Monday night. Much colder for the first half of next week. Partly cloudy Tuesday, high is only 22. 8 Tuesday night, and partly cloudy skies continue into Wednesday with a high of only 26. Finally, for southwest Ohio for Saturday, we'll have that afternoon rain building in pretty much after 4 o'clock. 44 is your high, 28 is your low. Snow builds in on Sunday, and also the wind as well out of the northwest, the high of 35. Temperatures really drop Sunday night, the low at 12. We'll call it mostly cloudy for Monday, although you could see some snow early on Monday. 21 is your high, and 9 is your low. And we're going to clear out Tuesday and Wednesday here. Mostly sunny Tuesday and Wednesday, but colder with a high Tuesday of 24. 11 for your low Tuesday night, and 32 for your high on Wednesday. For the latest weather information, be sure to visit our website, ohioweathernetwork.webs.com.